Welcome to another episode of Spotlight with Titilope. My name is Titilope Adebayo, and I am the host of this show. On Spotlight with Titilope, we discuss trending issues. We bring big personalities on board to discuss things that concern them. We talk about everything and anything that concerns us in the society. On the newest episodes of Spotlight with Titilope, we are bringing you aspirants who will be running in the next election cycle in 2023. Why are we bringing them to you? We want them to discuss their aspiration. We want them to tell us what they are going to do when they get there. We want them to give us an insight into their personalities and how prepared they are for the job ahead. Today, I have with me another aspirant going to the House of Assembly, or your State House of Assembly in 2023. Stay with me as I unveil him. Welcome back. My guest today is a media guru. He's a person who has spent about a decade in the media industry. He has risen through the ranks, he has learnt the ropes, and he feels it's time for him to come back to give to the society, to collaborate with people in his community, and look at how he can move the community forward. I have with me today Mr. Shittu Abede. You are welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's very good to have you sitting here today and talking to you about your aspiration in 2023.
Exactly.
When did you start thinking about running in 2023? I know you have always been in the media space. Is it something you have always nurtured, or you just felt, oh, the time is now?
It's my pleasure first, and thank you very much for bringing me to your show. It's nice being here with you. Actually, been in media a personnel for over a decade now. You know, there is no how you want to separate media and politics. And about my aspiration, coming into politics fully now, it has been something that I've been nursing for more than let me say this particular ambition for more than 2 years now. But talking about politics, I've been into politics because politics from school, I've been doing politics as a student.
The students' union
movement and the rest. So,
Okay.
but coming about this 2023 is something that I've been, nursing for, let me say, close to 2 years now, if not more than that.
Interesting.
Thank you.
You've been nursing this for close to 2 years.
Yeah.
But apart from, there's a difference. There's a whole world of difference between the SUG politics and the real politics that we play. Have you had any experience in governance, in leadership?
Well, I will a little bit disagree with that,
Okay.
and saying that there is difference between school politics and the main politics that we're playing now. The only difference I can say is in school politics there is no political parties. You only have or a particular maybe level of classes that you had that would determine maybe you're vying for a particular seat. And meanwhile, this politics that we are playing, this democratic politics that are playing, aside that maybe you have to be 18 years and maybe probably you have the financial muscle and you have to belong to a political party. That's the only difference. But what is politics itself? It's experience. And I always say to my teaming youth that if you have not done anything in politics before, it's going to be difficult. You have to go and learn before you come into the outside politics. And as a student doing my school, we've learned a lot of things in politics because let me just say little. I was a deputy speaker of my school because I school in ABU, Ahmadu Bello University's area.
Okay.
I also the caretaker chairman of my department, mass communication. I was the president of FOSU, Federation of Oyo State Students, ABU chapter, and also at a northern regional level, I was also the coordinator of 19 northern state FOSU.
Wow.
So, mention I have a lot of offices that I occupied when I was in school. Now, we did all this experience. That has been what has been taking me, pushing me when I left the campus. And I think like, no, I can do it. Because by the time you face a lot of challenges as a student, you know how student movement used to be. And mind you, I'm also a non-PRO. That's the apex body of student movement in Nigeria. So you know how all these things moves.
You have gathered this experience over the years.
That is just it. So I'm not just coming as a novice into politics because although I'm not saying that if you never participated in school politics, you cannot do it. You can do it once you have the zeal, determination. What matters is your determination, your zeal, and actually define your goals where you're actually going. So I think I'm good to go.
Talking about defining goals, you are running for the seat of Ogbomosho North State Constituency, right?
Yeah.
Ogbomosho North Constituency.
Yes.
There are a lot of options on the table for you. What defined your purpose or your goal towards that particular constituency? I understand that that's your constituency, but why not rep? Why not, you can't even do Senate.
Well, thank you for that question. Let me borrow this Yoruba proverb as says ẹni tó níkùn ló mọ̀nú. If I'm actually right with that proverb, and literally, it's person that owns a stomach that knows what is running is, if I can put it that way. What I simply mean by this is that you are not the first person to push this to me.
Okay.
Actually, some of my leaders even told me like, why can't you go for House of Rep? You have what it takes. But I know what I want financially for now.
You cannot go for House of Reps.
Not because I'm not capable.
Okay.
Not because I cannot go there and do excellently well, but because politics in Nigeria today, if we know what it takes. I'm talking about the what's it called?
The money side of politics.
Pushing inside. So taking a form of 10 million for House of Rep, that is one thing. And the day that you got the ticket, you start spending money.
Of course.
So actually, what is stopping me from not going beyond that state honorable? Let me just say is financial muscle.
You have assessed the financial situation, and you know that this is where you would.
I shouldn't deceive myself. That's just it.
Amazing. Now, let me ask you. A lot of people don't seem to understand the job of a lawmaker. 3 organs of government, you have the lawmakers, you have the executive, the lawmakers are also the legislature, you have the executive, and you have the judiciary. And for people who go in there, only a handful of them really understand that when you want to build a community, the lawmakers also have a stake. The kind of laws they make, the kind of bills they take to the House, the kind of bills they deliberate on. But having a stake in growing the community, you must know the issues in that community. You want to go for Ogbomosho North. What are the issues in that community that you would bring to fore?
That's a very brilliant question, actually. Like you rightly said, we have the 3 organs, organs of government of arm. That's the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary, which they work hand in hand.
Yes.
And it baffles me Today, most of our lawmakers or political appointees don't even know the primary objective of that particular office that they are occupying.
What is the primary objective?
That's where I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm going to try to break it to the best of my knowledge. For example, let me use my own as a case study. I'm talking about my own. I'm coming from the arm of government. I'm coming as a legislator, as a lawmaker. What are the major responsibility of this arm? There should be the organ that should be checkmating the executive. Actually, this policy that you want to pass, is it the actual policy you should pass to your people? There should be like an intermediary between the society, although they are also part of the government, but you are representing yourself. That's the reason why House of Representative. You understand? That's for the state House of Representative and federal House of Representative. You are representing your constituents. You are representing some people, and you have to like represent them. They are not there. We cannot push everybody there. Maybe for example, Ogbomoso, now let me say we have like 1 million people in Ogbomoso constituency. All of us cannot go there.
Of course. You
We have to
have
push
representatives.
one there, and that is the reason why you are there. When you are in the house, the government want to do something. They want to pass some law. Ogbomoso North, for example, the issue of the LAUTECH is in my constituency. The government says they want to, take some part of the campuses to other places.
Okay.
As a lawmaker representing
That constituency.
yes, I have to look at the economic benefits and other things as well. So I have to stand up for my people, for my community, for my constituency. Like, is this thing going to be proper for my constituency? Is it going to be alright? So these are the work of honorable. There are many, but I'm just trying to use this one as an example. Not that you're just going there to go and sit down and watch. You have to represent your people well. You have to stand up and speak for them.
So beyond passing laws, you also have to look at economic viability of
Of
your
course,
community,
of your community.
and also be able to identify these opportunities.
Opportunities. Like, yes, for example, they do say because of the system we're running generally in Nigeria, they might say, there's nothing in State House of Assembly. Just go there, they cannot do anything, they cannot. No, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. Although you cannot override the power of the governor or the speaker. But by the time you emphasize on a particular thing that this thing is something that I want my people to get to benefit, of course they are going to hear your voice and they are going to work on it. Not that just go there to go and sit down and be watching. So, and aside that, one of the things that is expected by anybody vying for a position, you have to think outside the box. What do I mean by thinking outside the box? Yes, when I say that state honorable, maybe we don't have much to give to our people, but I don't believe in that. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to unveil some of my plans to make sure that at least Ogbomoso North State constituency should be better, among other. Because now, during my consultation, I've met a lot of people, stakeholders. I've met religious leaders. I've met those in business sectors. I know one of the things that Ogbomoso North is doing that I know that it can bring money and can build Ogbomoso North. So these are the things you have to think outside the box, not that you just go. You have to meet the stakeholders and come together. This is one of the things, a major thing that honorable representative people should also be looking to and should also work towards.
Basically, a lawmaker's job is beyond just constituency projects. It's not just about bringing boreholes here and there. There are other things that a lawmaker should do.
That's just list. What you just mentioned now, the list, bringing boreholes.
But most of what we have are
although we know that
projects.
we know that all these things are also important. We need water, we need lights. Understand? In your uh, in your in your community where there are no lights, we don't have a transformer. I think go there and provide for them. Fine, but that should not be your major project.
Let me also bring this to your attention. While we say that constituency projects may not be the may not be the primary duties of lawmakers, there's a reason why they are called. There's a reason they are called lawmakers, and that means that when they get there, they should look at the society, what are the issues, make laws, work with the executive, and see how, and also check the excesses of the executive.
Of course.
But in recent times, maybe not recent times, as long as we've been, the legislature has been noted or reportedly noted to be a rubber stamp, in the sense that whatever the executive wants to do, the executive has the legislature in her pockets. Whoever the president is, whoever the governor is, just talk to them.
In fact, I for the federal level, talking about the Senate and the Rep, in fact, they even have some kind of opportunities to execute and to also challenge the authority. We're talking about the authority.
The House of Representatives and the Senate.
Senate, that's what I'm saying. But for those coming into states House of Assembly, there are a lot of challenges. And let me just mention one or two. Now we are calling for autonomy, which is one of the things.
Okay.
As a speaker of the states, you have to wait before you can even share money, or before you can even pay your staff money.
You have to wait for the executive.
That's the governor. So tell me, how will they don't dance to the tune of the executive? That's the reason why you are seeing. How many times have you heard that they impeached Speaker of House of Representatives? But in different states, we have in Edo, we have in different states, because the governor can easily do that. Because when you see that the speaker is not doing his home in the state, you know that of course we have some money that we're going to give every month. We can easily call one or two of these honorables and like take this to take the amount. I want you to get this speaker impeached. So I working with the Speaker of Osun House of Assembly, I know the challenges because I'm one of his media consultant. So now coming into my own state to represent my people, I shouldn't be complaining or lamenting that there's not enough funds. Although we know that governance and politics is all about funds. So that's the reason why I tagging my own as think outside the box, because I know that we have to look other means to think to do our best to our people in our constituencies.
Good. Let's leave experience and professionalism aside. You are running on the platform of the APC in Oyo State, and your party has a lot of misunderstandings here and there. We know from what we have read about you and seen about you, you belong to one part of the whole divide, because apparently there are two divides. How do you intend to manage this? This is your first outing as an aspirant on the platform of the APC. If you are on one side of the divide and you have a chairman that you do not agree with, how are you going to manage this as an aspirant? You don't have to answer me. We'll come back from the break. Stay with us.
Welcome to Cruiser Lounge, a place of premium entertainment where we cruise you down your day and night activities. A unique multi-level venue that offers a perfect combination of elegance, fun, beauty, sophistication, and contemporary lifestyle. Our services include a spanning club, a premium lounge, a cozy swimming pool, a rooftop bar, a gym, and a snooker arena where you can calm your nerves down after a really stressful day. Check me out, guys. Welcome to our Manhattan Hall, a glamorous, versatile space just ideal for your dream wedding, special occasion and celebration, or even corporate events. Light, check. Beauty, check. Elegance, check.
Welcome back. You are still on to Spotlight with Titilope, and we still have Mr. Shittu Abede with us. Thank you for staying with us, sir.
Thank you very much.
I asked you a question before we went on break.
Yes.
You are in the middle of a crisis in the party, and it is very clear where you stand. Or maybe I'm the one assuming. Where do you stand? And if you stand on either side, how do you navigate this as an aspirant that is having his first outing?
Well, it's unfortunate, but based on the crisis we're having in Oyo State, although crisis is one of the components of politics, because we agree to disagree, we disagree to agree. That is politics for you. But like you rightly said, yeah, we have two factions. We have to be very realistic in Oyo State FEC. But as far as my own case is concerned, I can say it boldly. Honorable Minister of Youth and Sport is my own boss.
Mr. Sunday Dare.
Mr. Sunday Dare is my own boss, is my own political father, my father. Aside that we are from the same hometown, Ogbomoso, he brought me into Oyo State politics. So therefore, my loyalty remains with him. But I believe very soon our crisis is going to be solved. But now, you asked a question about how I've been trying to navigate and to see that, yes. But I believe we still have some days. Before then, miracle will definitely happen.
You are hoping for a political miracle?
Yes, because what I mean by miracle is that as we speak, our issue is in front of the national body, and which I believe they can resolve it in any moment from now. Maybe they will affirm that, okay, it's still Mr. Amadiwu, which, okay, they will call the both party, okay, let's maintain this, let's maintain that. So all what we are just doing is just we want the right thing to be done. So nobody had anything against anybody. So I believe, like I rightly said, very soon before the time, because we're supposed to have been picking the form since yesterday, or maybe because of one or two things, because it's not only Oyo State that is having crisis. We have crisis in other states. We have in Kano, we have in other states. Because of this, and the National Working Committee of our party has just been sworn in some weeks ago. I think they mean business and they want to do well. So maybe
Senator
Adamu Abdullahi and the president of Senator Yola Omishore as the secretary of the party and other fellow executive committee. So I strongly believe that things is going to be right, and God is going to take his charge. My leader, Honorable Sunday Dare, is a political leader in Oyo State today. Forget about faction.
Sunday Dare is a political leader in Oyo State today?
Yes, by the virtue of his position, we don't
As
have
the
a
minister.
as the minister. We don't have a governor. A former governor. The two former governors we have, many are so in perfect peaks. That's Senator Abela Jimobi, and also Governor Alawa Kala. So there are no more again.
Hold that thought, please. If you say that Chief Sunday Dare is the political leader of Oyo State and he is also your leader, has he been doing anything to bring the party together? Can you give us insight into that?
See, thank you very much for this question. The main causes of this crisis, when we look at it, what is the cause? Let me tell you, so that this answer will make you to decide whether minister has been doing well or is trying to bring the party together, the faction. And it's all about selfish interests. Solidarity is not working on this based on his selfish interest. Because if you check, the name that he submitted for his own slot, they gave him the youth leader. It's there. It's not as if the youth leader was tampered or they removed him.
In the
But
state executive.
in the state executive, but what you're saying is that let the right thing be done. Virtually, only if we want to deceive ourselves, majority of the party are not happy with what is going on.
The majority of the party, do you mean the gladiators or do you mean the party faithful?
If I say majority, both the gladiators and okay, look at the letter that was signed that was sent to the president. We have 10 federal House of Rep in Oyo State today, in APC. When I was counting yesterday, I think we have 5 or 6 that says no, we don't want what is on ground currently. We have Honorable Skime, Titilope Sadipe, Ojerunde, Olatubosun, and I forgot the remaining one person. There are 5 in numbers. Although yes, maybe the other 5 might also be part. We have a senator with us, Senator Fatai Buhari, is also a leader from Ogbomosho zone. We have, look at the 7 zonal leaders in Ogbomoso, Paolo Rudi, Baba Sanda in Ibadan here.
Okay.
All of them say no, let's do this thing the way it's supposed
So
to be.
all these people you have mentioned are with Chief Sunday Dari.
They are together, not that they are with Sunday Jare. It's not as if
What I mean
Sunday,
with is they are in that group of.
they have the
we
same belief
want
on this particular thing that
done.
yes on ground, on this particular state executive on ground.
Let me ask you, sir. If you have this disparity and you are hoping that there will be a political miracle, what then gives you the confidence that you will win in 2023? Because you would agree with me that anyone who follows a political journey knows that the journey to winning an election starts from way back. You know, you have to put in a lot of work. Your house has to be together. You must not be divided. And I understand that in Oyo APC, you have parallel executives, not just, maybe not at the state level, maybe at the state level, maybe at the ward level, local
yes.
government. So do you have that in your
Thank you for that.
government?
Thank you for that question. Yes, I'm from Ogbomosho North. We have in the local, we have both the faction we are together because it happens that late Governor Ajimobi, we are from the same local government with the minister, so they both agreed on the same formula.
Who is from Ajimobi and?
I mean,
Minister?
sorry, pardon me, excuse me, please. I'm talking about Governor Alawakala,
Okay.
as the former late governor,
Okay.
and also the honorable minister Sunday Dari. They are from the same local
The
government.
same local
So we don't have an issue in the local government. Although we will have issues in the ward level, that was like, no, there are parallel congresses. But let me now answer you based on what you said, based on my own, what assurance am I having in terms of that. Yes, like I said, I've been working with the both faction, the both party, my own and the other faction. Because we never know which one will literally be the delegate that is going to elect me if eventually we are
So
going
you are
to-
playing safe. You are working with
Of course,
both
politics.
factions.
Of course, it's not. I'm not saying that I'm working, but they are my people. They are Ogbomosho. I'm going to represent them. By God's will, God, if they elect me to be the next person that will represent them, I'm not going to say that this is the faction. No, we are going to work together.
Let me understand you. You are working with everyone and hoping that the party gets together.
Exactly.
Perfect.
I'm working with everybody. Like I said, I'm with this. I've spoke with their leaders in other faction, other camp, and although my own camp, I don't have any issue.
Okay.
You know me. So, but I'm trying to. But which other aspirant in my Ogbomoso North I'm not doing? Because I kept asking my leaders that, are other people coming to you? They say nobody has come to them.
So you are the only aspirants reaching out across all.
You
the
can
divide.
do your findings and go to Ogbomoso North today and ask.
Okay.
You can do that.
The incumbents, the incumbents, the person who
It's occupying.
is
that.
occupying that seat is from the APC. How do you intend to? I think that's Honorable Wumi.
Wumi,
How do you intend to unseat her? What if she wants to go for a third term? This is her second term.
She's a mother and a honorable mother, and I think life, because politics is all about life, and everybody used to say that what that means is when you do something, let me just break it. This is our second time. She is going to be spending 8 years by next year by God's grace. At least she can also do what Yoruba used to call sosoke. She can even vie for federal rep.
So you want Honorable Wunmi to move up so that you can take that
Yes,
position?
she should move up.
But then what's your relationship with her? Is it cordial?
Actually, I've not met her one-on-one, but actually one of these I'm trying to put that into cognizance. I'm going to see her probably by this week. I will just about to enter, or if not possible, after Salah, I'm going to see her and I'm going to meet her as a mother. Like, mommy, I'm your son.
Leave this seat for me.
Please come and support me. Let me also.
So you're going to say, Honorable Wunmi, leave this seat for me.
Is it mommy now?
She probably will be watching this. What do you have a message for her?
She has done well, in fact. She has done well, and I just believe that. Actually, I don't believe in because I'm a youth. Actually, I say it's youth time. No, it's youth. No, we have to bring a youth that has something. Like I said, I've been coming as a journalist and as a media, political media, whatever. I've had the experience. I just told you that I'm a media consultant to the speaker of the show, and I'm still doing. I know what it takes. It's not as I'm just coming because they are shouting, "It's youth o'clock, it's youth o'clock." No. I'm assuring her, I'm telling her that she never regret that. I hand over this, my son, because I'm going to make her proud. I'm going to make the Ogbomosho North constituency proud that, wow, Shittu, you've done well. Shittu Abede, you've done well.
Let's leave Ogbomosho North. Let's talk about your party in relation to the youth in the party. We saw the price list. What I mean by price list is the forms now.
No,
for presidential 100 million,
don't
50 million. I have to go there.
No. I will answer you. I've not asked
I just want
to.
I've not asked my question.
Okay.
How convenient is this for young people? How possible is it for someone who is young, who doesn't really have much, and who has good ideas? How is this going to impact on young people who want to run in the party? These fees are not beans.
Well, actually, I have another answer for that, but because of what you just said, I have good intention. So I'll change my response to that. Well, actually, I won't say it's quite unfortunate because not anywhere in the world that politics is cheap.
Politics is not cheap.
Politics is not cheap.
But is it not exorbitant?
Well, I don't know the
There's a
perspective.
difference
I don't
exorbitant.
know the perspective you're seeing it from. Well, politics should be a very serious thing, and a serious-minded people should be coming in. You're saying of presidency 100 million. For example, if you cannot have 100 million, no matter the kind of idea you have, even though you say you have idea and you don't have 1 million, you're going there to be the president of Federal. I can bet you, what the person, when you get there, he will just be misbehaving. So it's only when you know the worth of something that you can appreciate that thing. What do I mean by this? When you appreciate money, you know how to use it. When they say, okay, this is money, you know how to distribute the money. But when you've never worked for money and you don't know when they give you, just like that's how you're going to be seeing it. You can just be using it anyhow. So for the youths, I can say that yes, we can see West relation whereby some youth you have friends like me. It's not as if I have money. I don't have anybody. Nobody is funding me for now. Although maybe support my coming after I get the ticket because everybody is expecting. Just go and get the ticket first. But since September last year, I've started or I've declared, I can tell you how much I've spent. So friends will definitely come to us with the meanwhile. That's the reason why they say work with good people. When they see that you are serious and that you mean the business, why not? They will support you. They will support you, of course. I have a lot of friends that they are ready to are going to once I get a ticket. In fact, some of them have been doing fine to me. Someone just gave me something yesterday, no, with what we just saw, you are good. Take this amount.
It's good that you have talked about the something they give you because you are going to share it on this show.
No problem.
It's been very amazing talking to you on this show. But before we leave, I want you to drop a parting word for two sets of people. The people who you plan to represent, tell them in 2 minutes what they should expect from Shittu Abede and the youths who you also are a part of. What should they look forward to from you coming on board?
You will have to pardon me, I'm going to speak in my dialect for my people. I'm going to speak both the bilingual, the English and the Yoruba. Firstly, my people in Ogbomosho North, the youths, the women and the men there, I'm using the opportunity to tell you that if you give me the opportunity to represent you come 2023, you never regret it. Ẹ bá gbà mí láyè láti lọ ṣáájú sí láti lọ represent yín aṣojú sí yín ní Ọ̀yọ́ State Assembly ní Ìbàdàn ní kábàámọ̀ pé ẹ rán ọmọ lọ́bẹ̀. I'm going to represent you màá aṣojú sí yín dáadáa because pẹ̀lú experience tí mo ti ní as oníròyìn tí mo sì ti bá speaker Ọ̀ṣun ṣiṣẹ́ tí mo ṣì ń bá ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ speaker mo ti jókòó sí house mo ti mọ tán fẹ́ tèmi ó kúrò ní pé mi ò lówó àwọn àfún wa lówó. I need to think outside the box. I ronú kúrò nínú cycle tá wà pé tàbí ṣe ni. Then secondly, the youths. I'm one of the youths. Is my constituent.
Of course.
And I used to tell people, it's just 4 years. Before you know 4 years will come. So you have to do well. They will be the one to tell you that wow, you've represented us well. Although there's no how you want to do, you cannot satisfy everybody. But at least I know there are people that will say, no, you've done well. You deserve another thing to go.
So you have plans for the youth as well?
I have plans for the youth.
Amazing.
Outside my constituency, I have plans for them.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for finding the time to sit with us today. I'm sure that everyone has enjoyed listening to you.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
Thank you for staying with us on this episode of Spotlight with Titilope. Today, we had Mr. Shittu Abede from Ogbomosho, who is aspiring to run for the seat of Ogbomosho North constituency. He shared with us his plans for 2023 and what he intends to do when he gets there. He harped on looking outside the box, thinking outside the box, and we wish him well in his sojourn. Stay with us as we bring you more exciting episodes of Spotlight with Titilope. Do not forget that on Spotlight with Titilope, we discuss trending issues, we talk about politics, we bring on eminent personalities, and we speak to issues that affect us as a people, as a community, and as a society. Until next time, bye.